So 2 weeks ago I got my Rolex from Japan. This is exactly the watch. In the previous episode of this particular show I harassed Japanese dealers to give me a better price on this watch. It didn't exactly work out and you could watch the previous video, but I ended up picking up this Orsa today for about $2,450 US. That's not exactly a good price if you look up on Chrono24, and not even close to being a dealer price. But on top of that I had to pay the customs tax as I was bringing a watch in from Japan to Dubai. I had to pay 10% on top of that. And I have it written down here. The entire watch cost me $2,721 US at the end of the day. And this is not a good result for an Oyster Day. Like, who the fuck would spend $2,721 on Oyster Date when you can get anything else in this world? So for the last 3 weeks I've been trying to sell this watch, and as you can see I failed. So I might as well share like 5 tips with all of you to be profitable when selling watches or just getting a decent price on your watch. Number one, if you're buying and selling watches, the money is not in the sell, the money is in the buy. Like, the math is that simple. If your watch is a smoking deal, you'll sell it right away. Which brings me to my second point on the pricing and what is a good price. The closer you can get to the lowest price on Chrono24, the better. That means that the market value or the price the watch is trading in between the dealers is like 10 to 15% down from that number. And that's like the number you aim for. Let me give you an example using this particular watch I bought. So I bought it for $24.51, and this is a lot above the bottom of the market. The market starts at around 1.8, and there are watches for 2.1, 2.3, 2.4. So I didn't get the watch at a like crazy discount or a great price. That's a fuck up number one. To make any profit I would have to sell this exact watch for about 2.8. This will bring me to the second page of Chrono24, probably the third page of Chrono24, and it doesn't feel like a good deal. Like, you look through hundreds and hundreds of watches and then you pick this particular one on the third page. That's not gonna happen. If you wanna get traffic onto your watch on Chrono or on other marketplaces I try to sell the watch on, you gotta have a low price, and this means having a good deal when buying the watch. However, I still try to sell the watch in this $2,700 to $2,900 territory, which resulted in nothing except for lowball offers and scam calls. But as soon as I lowered the price into this 2.1 to 2.3 territory, people started calling me, people started sending me offers, and overall there was traffic on this watch. You go into the Oyster Days territory and you look at the watches, and all of them are fucked up, all of them are on straps, and none of them have like polish and bracelets. And that's exactly where my watch comes in, and it's popular because the next watch in decent condition and with polish and with bracelet is at $2,200. At this point this particular watch sounds like a good deal. And that's the entirety. Point number 3 is always buy with like papers. At least with the papers. Forget about the box, no one gives a fuck about the box. But you gotta have the papers. The Japanese auction papers that I got with the watch, just a piece of paper for US customs. This doesn't work, so you gotta have some piece of paper. Apparently it helps people sleep at night. Point number 4 is don't buy old shit. More people know about the Day-Date and the Digest and all of these watches rather than a manual wind Oyster Date from the 1970s. So if you're buying old shit, just make sure you buy it dirt cheap. People want the new shit that looks good and has some guarantee. Point number 5 is don't buy anything under like 36 mil. This is a 34 millimeter, and I don't have the biggest hand in the world, but it kind of looks small. Buy a bigger watch. More people have bigger wrists. Every man wants a watch like you can hang on the wall or you can have it on your wrist. If the watch has links or has a bracelet, you should get a lot of links on it. It's 17 centimeters around, so it's a really small bracelet, and sometimes people wouldn't fit on it. Don't chop your own market. What I did wrong, I bought the old shit that pretty much divided my market in half. Then I bought a small bracelet that leaves me with people with smaller hands, so that's now my market is this small. And then the watch is small, it's 34 mil, so now it fits this many people, and now it doesn't have the box and the papers and the cards, so this many people are ready to buy it. And I bought it from a Japanese dealer and no one knows what the fuck this is, so I'm left with this much of a market. It's really hard to sell a watch when you're trying to sell it into this small of a market. And number 6, and this is a bonus point, so take your losses quickly. Like a week ago, I tried to just marry the watch and fucking never take the loss and just keep the money in it, because, you know, I can still wear it. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, and you take the loss and you move on. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do, as I have 3 viewings this weekend, and hopefully we'll sell this sucker.